this video, you will learn how to make a honu out of clay. First, you're going to take your dark green clay and rip off a small piece. This will be for your outer rim of your shell. You're going to want to just roll it in a ball and set it aside. Next, take your large piece of dark green clay, and roll it into a ball between your hands. This is going to be for your shell. Next, you're going to want to flatten the ball between your thumbs, fingers, however you like to do it. You can follow the way I'm doing it now, or you can do it your own way. What I'm doing is just gently pushing up underneath the shell while forming it on top and turning it between my hands. This is going to make an indent on the bottom of the shell and just gives it a more realistic look. Once you're happy with your shell shape, you can just set it aside, and then you're going to take your small ball of dark green clay and you're going to roll it into a long log piece. This is going to wrap around the outside of your shell, so you want it long enough, but try not to make it too long. You can always pinch off any extra after or tuck it under. Once you have your log nice and even, you're going to take it and wrap it around the top part of the edge of your shell. And when you have a little extra piece, when you join the ends, just tuck it underneath. You're going to want to gently push this onto your shell just to secure it. Once you have it looking like you'd like, just take your toothpick and you're going to make a pentagon shape in the middle of your shell. Just gently push down with the toothpick to create a pentagon shape, which is a 5-sided shape. Kind of looks like a house if you look at it from the top. Then you're going to take from each point of your pentagon, you're going to make little lines down like you see me doing. This makes a nice turtle looking shell. Next, you're going to take your light green clay and you're going to separate this into 6 pieces. You're going to want 5 of the pieces to be bigger than the last piece. So the 5 pieces will be about the same size each, and the 6th piece will be a smaller piece, which will be for the tail. And you're going to want to roll each of these into a ball. As you can see, I forgot my 6th piece, so I'll go back and fix that. Roll each one into a ball and set it aside. So I'm going to take off a piece from my tail because I forgot it. And I'm going to make sure the tail is smaller than the rest of my pieces. So once you have your 6 pieces of clay, 5 being pretty close to the same size, you can take a little bit off of a bigger one if you see to make the pieces more even. Once you have these 6 pieces, you can now start to make them into kind of a teardrop shape. So just roll them in between your fingers on your hand. First, I'm going to start with the tail. I'm going to place it where I want it, and I'm going to put it at the back where I joined the rim piece of the shell. Next, I'm taking my headpiece, placing it where I want it, not joining it to the shell yet. I have my top fins and my bottom fins that I'll place. Next, I'm going to take my fin pieces and gently shape them into a fin shape. So I'm flattening it a little bit and giving it a little curve. As you can see, the pointy end will stick underneath the shell. So I'm going to do that with each fin before I secure it. I want to make sure that I like the way it looks before I join it to my shell piece. Once I have them placed and I really like the way they look, I'm going to join my head and my fins to my shell. And by doing that, I'm going to just gently place them underneath where I want them to be. You want to be gentle so you don't squish your shell. So just be gentle with this process. You can kind of mold and fix your shell if you make a little mistake. Then you want to turn over your turtle just to see. Make sure that the fins and the head are all secure. Now we're going to make a face on our Honu. We're going to do little eyes with the end of the toothpick. Just gently poke 2 little eyes and then take the edge of your toothpick and make a little mouth. And there you have your Honu, Hawaiian sea turtle. Hope you enjoyed this video.